People seem dead set on continuing to go after Nintendo's crown, beating them on Pokemon, beating them on Animal Crossing. Pocket Pair just announced their game Pal Farm, which already looks like a much better cozy farming simulator game than Animal Crossing could ever be. It's also been compared to Stardew Valley and a few other games, but given the nature of what's going on here, it's a little bit them targeting Nintendo and Animal Crossing. I think everyone can kind of agree. People have already said that, Pal World is designed to go after Pokemon and capture Pokemon. I disagree with that in general. Is it a creature capture game? Sure. Is it like somewhat similar Pokemon aesthetic, especially with the spheres? Sure, I guess kind of, but the market, the audience they're marketing themselves is much different. Pokemon is marketed towards children. Pal World is a much darker game, clearly marketed towards adults, and you have this lovely base building aspect of it that never happened in Pokemon. I think it had some Pokemon aspects, but it wasn't going after Pokemon at all. And then Hoyoverse, the people that made Genshin Impact earlier this year, announced that they were creating Honkai Nexus Anima, which is another game that I released a video on. I'll link that video towards the end. Another game I released a video on that is just them going after the Pokemon market and the Pal World market kind of thing. It's a creature capture battler game kind of thing. So everyone was like going, oh, this is them going after Pokemon. This is them targeting Pokemon in the same way that Pal World is, blah, blah, blah. I don't even think it's fair to say it's them targeting Nintendo. It's them targeting Pokemon. I think it's more fair to say that it is them getting in on a genre that is popular and is getting more popular again, thanks in part to Pal World. I mean, there weren't really a lot of super popular games anywhere near that genre until Pal World came out and kind of revolutionized it with this. Yeah, you capture them, they also help you build a base, and it's kind of got dark elements to it, and it's funny, and it's made for adults kind of thing. It's got Love Andrea's Pal 69. It knows what it's doing. It knows who it's marketing itself to. But now, after the announcement of Pal World Pal Farm, which is the Pocket Pair competition to Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, Hoyoverse has now introduced and announced Petit Planet, which is another game that appears to be going after, that cozy farming simulator game that competing with, Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and a lot of these other games that are these cozy farming simulators. And they just announced this, and already from looking at it, it looks like it's better than Animal Crossing. Pal Farm 100% looks like it's better than Animal Crossing. Every single comment I saw was, this looks 1,000 times better than Animal Crossing could ever hope to be, and Pokopia could ever hope to be. And I'd also like to point out, I made a short about this. I haven't released it yet. I forgot to edit it. I forgot to release it, but I made a short about this. Someone pointed out in my comments, because I said that Pokopia, it does, because a lot of the comments were like, a lot of the articles I was seeing were like, oh yeah, this is just Nintendo's attempting to go after Pal World and Minecraft and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh no, this doesn't look anything like it's going after Pal World and Minecraft. This just looks like Animal Crossing reskinned. But someone pointed out in my comments that they named it Pokopia when Pocket Pair's first really popular game was Craftopia. So they basically did the same thing that Nintendo or that Pocket Pair did, of kind of naming it in a way that's very similar. Pal World, Poke World, Pokemon, Palmons, all that different shit. So they know what they're doing, and it's becoming this super petty game between them, and honestly, I'm here for it. I'm not here for the negative impacts it has the ability to do on the gaming industry, but I'm definitely here for the pettiness between grown-ass adults, and it's funny. But yeah, so Petit Planet seems to be like a Animal Crossing clone that it looks like it's going to be better. Looks like it's going to be a lot better. And when I say clone, I don't mean it's a one-to-one copy. I just mean in the colloquial terms that a lot of people refer to it. Like some people in my comments pointed out that every first-person shooter game for a while there got called a Doom clone. It's not. It's a unique thing that has its own stuff. Like, for instance, it has a Galactic Bazaar. You're going to be on planets that you can have local planets. A lot of it's kind of similar, but a lot of it's going to be different. So here we're going to go. We're going to watch the trailer together. I'm already going to turn this down. And my editor's going to put in different music than's in the background so I don't get another copyright strike or copyright claim. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's cute. That's really cute. And that's part of this too, is on Petit Planet, you, rather than buying an island and doing all your stuff on an island, you're doing it on a planet that neighbors other planets. So you will have other people next to you that are on their own kind of planet. I don't know if it's going to be like a contiguous world where like you can just kind of go there and their planet is actively doing it, or if there's going to be like a loading screen that's loading on planets, but notionally you have this neighbor that's a planet kind of thing. Not sure, but oh, I like crabs. Oh, I'm wondering if they're doing it where that guy is just a neighbor that's hanging out with you, or if he's actually helping you, similar to how Pal Farm clearly has the pals that you capture are helping you do things. Is that the skill tree from Pal World? Also, I'm not looking forward to how creepy people are going to get with that bunny. And there's your neighboring planet. You can go to your neighbor's planet to visit their thing. Instead of going to their island, you're going to their planet. If I'm talking loud, it's because this is an incredibly loud video, even with it turned down as much as it is. There's all the other planets that you can go visit. I don't know how to dance. I don't know. Oh, yeah, so you can visit other people's planets. There's a bazaar where you can sell stuff. It said in the description, where you can like sell your stuff to other players. And from the looks of it, it's going to have like a massive kind of social kind of thing where like you can have a lot of people gathered around. Oh, one of the things that it mentioned in the description too is it's going to have like mini games you can play with other players. So you can go to like a section, or maybe it's a planet. You can go somewhere and you can get in on mini games with other players. Yeah, like there's the mini games you can play, or at least one of them. I wonder if they're going to have like communal planets that people can build up together, so you can share a planet with someone else. Because that's always something fun. That's something that happens on my Minecraft server a lot. Is people are like, yeah, let's work together to build this cool thing. You handle this, and I'll handle this kind of thing. Yeah, it's just a Petit Planet logo there. It's kind of cute. I like it. What was one of the things I was about to check? Hold on. They have the early access right now out for you to sign up for to potentially be able to play it early. It is coming to PC and mobile devices right there. And that's something I like. So one of the things that I love about the fact that Nintendo is getting all this competition from companies that market themselves outside of just a single console or a single platform is that now, one, we're getting these games that are similar to Nintendo exclusive games, but you're not being restricted on where you can play them. It's not like I have to buy this console, because one of the big selling things for the Switch was Pokemon and Animal Crossing. That was the main, like, let's be honest, one of the main reasons that people bought the Switch was so they can play Pokemon and Animal Crossing. One of the other reasons was obviously the fact that it was a mobile console that you can do that with, so people really like that. It was a mobile console that you can also plug into your TV, so you can do big screen or you can do small screen, and you can play games on that. But one of the biggest things is the Nintendo exclusives. That was one of the biggest reasons why they did that. So now that we have these companies that are challenging Nintendo, that are challenging the status quo of these games that were solely allowed on one console, one platform, and are now saying, we're going to release this on PC. This is going to be released, Petit Planet is going to be released on PC and mobile, and hopefully they do it so that your PC one and your mobile one can sync up. So now you don't need to buy a Switch and have to carry around this extra thing if you want to do it. You can be waiting at the dentist's office or waiting at the doctor's office or waiting for a meeting to start or whatever it is, pop on your phone and play Petit Planet. and be fine. And Palworld is working with Krafton to develop a mobile, or PUBG Studios, which is owned by Krafton, to develop a mobile version of Palworld. So now that's going to be mobile. They're basically saying to Nintendo, hey, I know that you're marketing this console as the end-all be-all of mobile gaming, and that's the main thing that you got right now, but we're going to beat you on it. We're going to beat you on it because the players that we are getting for this don't even have to buy a mobile console. The players that we're getting for this can do it on their phones. They all have smartphones. They will be able to play these games on their phones. They'll be able to play it on PC. They'll be able to play it on PlayStation and Xbox. They'll be able to play it everywhere, but probably the Switch. The one place they probably won't be able to play is on the Switch, because you're probably not going to let it on the Switch, or because the Switch isn't powerful enough to handle the games. And that's going to force Nintendo to reconsider being so exclusive to only the Switch, and it's going to allow games to be accessed more widely by people that maybe can't afford two consoles, maybe can't afford to get the Switch solely to play a certain specific set of games. And that's good for the gaming community. So I really, really like that. I like the fact that they are allowing these sorts of games, these creature capture games, or these farming sims games, these cozy games, to be accessed more broadly. And I really like the fact that they're starting to bring them to mobile devices, because at a certain point, there's no reason these games shouldn't be brought to mobile devices. Yeah, could you run a full version of Palworld on your phone? Probably not. But could you run a dumbed down version on your phone? Absolutely. These cozy games like this, you could absolutely run on your phone. But run a little bit hot? Sure. It's going to increase the market. I'm wondering where it's going to take the market for like gaming phones, because I've seen a lot of phones being advertised like, yeah, this is a great phone for gaming. And all I can think is there's like 3 games out there on mobile that really need a good phone for them, maybe. But it might become the new thing where now cell phones are being marketed as gaming phones now. And I really wonder where that's going to go, for like an idea that was posited for a while there of modular phones, where basically you have the phone and you can like have little bricks, like this is the RAM, this is the CPU, this is the GPU, blah, blah, blah. So now you have a slightly bigger phone, but you can change out parts for it to suit your needs. I'm wondering how it's going to have an effect on that. But honestly, I'm wondering how it's going to affect a lot of things. Is it going to affect the way phones are being built? Is it going to affect the way games are being sold? Are more games going to be marketed towards having a mobile version of them? Is Nintendo finally going to get the stick out of their ass and say, fine, we'll sell these games on other consoles because we can't compete anymore, because people are making the same game that we are, but doing it better, and doing it on mobile, and doing it on PC, and doing it on PlayStation and Xbox? I don't know. But I think this is a great step forward for gaming. And I'm also wondering how Nintendo's going to react to it, because Nintendo went after, I haven't seen anything about Nintendo suing Hoyoverse yet for Nexus Anima, and obviously I haven't seen anything about them suing Hoyoverse yet for Petit Planet, but they definitely went after Pocket Pair, and they went after Pocket Pair because they were an indie company. They're an indie company that's backed by Sony now, so they probably realized they messed up. But I'm wondering how this is going to affect that. I'm wondering if there's going to be more content for me to track another lawsuit. I am going to get on the Krafton lawsuit. I just need to do a lot more research there, because I'm really far behind and I don't want to talk about it until I'm well informed. But I am wondering what's going to go on there. But I think this is just a positive step forward for gaming, honestly. Like, legitimately, I think this is a positive step forward for gaming, because now more and more stuff is becoming more and more accessible, more and more genres becoming more and more accessible, and it's going to be really hard for Nintendo to go after everyone now, because everyone's doing it, and that's great. On the note of me talking about other things, I guess, is there any other comment? Leave in the comments if there's any other types of content that you want me to follow and start doing videos on, and if there's any other like specific stories that you want me to follow and start doing videos on. I'm definitely going to start doing the Krafton stuff. I've had a few people tell me they want me to follow the Krafton stuff. I'm also trying to branch out to not just be about gaming stuff, but be about like general kind of news where people aren't hurt. Like, I don't want to talk about things where people are actually getting hurt, but news where people aren't getting hurt, and like maybe a little bit of internet drama stuff, as long as it's not, something that I just find distasteful to talk about. So leave in the comments if you want that, or what you want to see. If you made it this far, please leave a comment, hype the video. I want to see how the hype's doing. Every bit of engagement helps the video do better. Subscribe to my channel so you can see when I put out new stuff. If you're interested in helping the channel more directly, sign up for memberships down there. It will, every dollar I get from memberships is going to go straight to my editor until it reaches a point where I can afford to hire him on full time. I'm thinking about starting a Patreon instead, just because the cut's better, but I don't know, because you don't get the same benefits for the YouTube channel, but you get other benefits outfits and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure. If you are interested in watching me live, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. On the YouTube side, I use live commentary to stop the bots and the trolling because it's a problem sometimes. But if you leave underneath the pinned comment some sort of comment that says that you're interested in watching the stream, I'll review you and add you as a live commentator. But anyways, bye.